All right, so welcome to Unfriended. Before I introduce the guest, man, I want to give a shout out to Panther City Hat Company. It's two of my favorite hats right there on the bottom of your screen. It's like 20 more hats on the website you can check out. It's dope. So if you're looking for comfortable, stylish, well-made hats with Fort Worth in mind, hence Panther City, obviously, check them out. Right now they're going to do like an exclusive deal for Unfriended viewers and listeners. It's going to be 15% off. So just put in Unfriended in all caps at checkout on their website, which is PantherCityHatCo.com. That's PantherCityHatCo.com. And then their handles are Panther City Hat Company on Instagram and Facebook. So check them out. There's another one too I wanted to show y'all. This is pretty clean right here. I don't know. Whatever y'all think about that. It's stuff for girls. I actually just launched hats for kids, by the way. They just did that like 2 days ago, so check that out. And then a shout out to Klarity Music Group for the production of this podcast, man. And today I got my boy Mode Wrex.
What's good, man? What is good?
Get this up out the way. Another day, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So like I said, you already know I don't want to be interviewing people or nothing, but I did have some topics I wanted to bring up with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a conversation.
What you been doing, man? Start off with that.
This morning, sparring.
Yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, man.
Just got out the gym, went 12, 15 rounds.
Okay.
Just fighting.
Yeah. And just sparring, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's Saturdays at Powerhouse.
And like
Land Striking Systems.
I know we talked about it. You know, you were on my podcast a long time ago. We talked to it, and you know, I talk to you every now and again. But do you ever get in tournaments or anything like that, or is it just strictly?
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually like prepping to fight more seriously next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's good, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Over here, you fight it all or what?
Yeah, man, I can get a little boxing in.
You tried
MMA, you know.
Some MMA?
Not
okay.
MMA.
I've known
boxing.
you for a while. I've never heard you say the word MMA ever, so I'll see it when I
he throw them hands with me.
It.
He'll we'll get in the gloves and box, you know.
All right. So it's safe to say you would take him, though, easy.
Ask him.
He'll give me because he in shape, consistent, you know what I mean? But if I'm
it's a yes
shape,
or no question.
Yeah.
Technique, too. He got work. He got to put some work in on technique.
That's what's up. So you sticking to like MMA though, right?
Muay Thai, like striking. It's like
is that
strictly on the
kicking,
feet,
mostly?
punches, punches, kicks, elbows, knees.
So are you ever getting on the ground?
Yeah, I do with the guys who are MMA
because I get all the different fightings mixed up at this point, man. Like I know some you can get on the ground, some
jiu-jitsu,
you out almost,
wrestling is on the ground,
whatever it's called. I don't know, man.
MMA is like a overall. Encompassing all.
I remember last
arts,
episode you were on. We were talking about the Krav Maga, or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up looking some of that up after you left.
Yeah, it's violent.
I would never. I hope I never piss anybody off that knows how to do any of that stuff, bro.
I don't wish that.
You be dead, bro.
Yeah. I don't wish that on anybody. Or you'll lose eyes or
you're gonna lose your sight or something.
Yeah, something bad's gonna happen.
You're gonna leave losing something for sure, man.
No doubt.
But yeah, that's what's up, man. I guess there's a couple of just things I wanted to touch up with you, man. So, are you still doing the CBD thing? Still?
Yeah. Still working with Rawsome. We the market is more competitive now. Mm-hmm. I think how long has it been since we had the CBD talk? Probably like over a year.
It's been over a year since I last talked to you about it. Let's see, and since then, I know that they're for the listeners or whatever, the viewers, we're over here in Fort Worth, Texas, man. So what was it, a couple months back? Mm-hmm. They stopped y'all for a minute, right?
We had the threat of being
just
stopped.
The threat.
Yeah, and there was rumors and things like that, and people we knew in police force that it was a possibility, but we always did good business, and so the issue never went past anything like rumors.
Y'all didn't have to stop.
No, nobody ever kicked the door in or came to actually tell us to back off.
Yeah. Because in the papers they made it seem like that. You know, not the papers. I'm wearing papers.
The media.
The media. Yeah.
The media is really good at like if you can show a story.
Yeah.
For example, of a CBD company getting their door kicked in and raided.
Exactly.
You don't even have to give all the facts on what happened.
Yeah,
they
just show that.
And every other CBD
that's what
store
I saw.
gets nervous.
And I was like, oh man, should I stock up? Like,
and the public gets nervous
should
too.
I even go in there anymore? Like this and that. And
but what they don't say is those people were trapping low key too, and so that part don't make the story.
There's more to it. There's always more to it.
You know, if you want to scare CBD people or people from using CBD and stuff, you'll say, "Hey, look at this. You know, look how connected it is to the drug game."
And you're the one that put me on, the CBD and all that stuff. And I use it for the anxiety, depression, and stuff like that. But obviously, I think it's just good for anybody. Literally, I mean, whether you think you got problems or not, it's only going to benefit you. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't mind me asking, like, what drew you to it? Like, what made you even start doing it? You know what I'm saying? Was it a specific reason? Did you just know the benefits from it? Did you?
Martial arts. So,
really?
Yeah, for sure. So, a lot of the fighters, has started to transition to healing themselves.
Right. Now I've been seeing y'all's products too, right? So now y'all got the bombs, the creams and stuff like that.
Because all of that is more targeted. Yeah. Whereas we started with just tinctures for overall health. Mm-hmm. But a lot of fighters were using it to recover from inflammation and pain and damage taken. And so I knew about it from that realm, and then it was presented the opportunity to, for me to be all the way in. And so, I left, the job I was at.
Yeah, I know about all that, man. Yeah, props to you on that still. I'm glad that's still riding out. Low-key slide me up over there, just throwing that out there again for the 100,000 times.
It's lows and highs. It's never as good as you would think it is. It's always going to be a challenge, especially in any startup and in an industry so volatile like CBD. I mean, it just started.
And this is totally off topic, not off topic, but random. I was checking out the Rossum page the other day, and I noticed it was on in Spanish all of a sudden.
You could change it to Spanish too. You could change it to Spanish.
But I didn't change it to Spanish.
Oh, it just was on Spanish?
Just Rossum's page was on Spanish.
You might have just caught him mid-development.
Okay. Because I was like, bro, I just switched my whole phone to Spanish, but everybody else's was normal.
I need to check that. I need to make sure.
I was like, bro, are they doing some new...
We
trying to hit like a different market?
We are. We're Mexico and Latin America in general.
I just caught him, I guess, when he was, doing a little messing with the format or whatever like that.
Yeah, now we have Spanish social media for it now, where I write all of our social media posts, and then I'll have one of our Spanish speakers translate it.
Okay, and that all makes sense now. I was a little lost on that one,
for
man.
Sure.
And I know you take CBD every now and again, right? Do you or do you not?
Yes.
Yeah. And what's your benefits from it, man?
It's pretty much the same with the anxiety and the depression.
I figured that would be an answer.
Like just relaxing, man.
Yeah, because I can't smoke or anything anymore, and so the CBD is like a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying?
It truly is.
Paranoia comes with it. This and that, and whatever. I would highly recommend it to anybody, to be real. But yeah, man. So back to the Stage Mode Wrex, man. One thing I did want to talk to you about, I wanted to get your opinion, man. Like, what's obviously, well, to me, I would think obviously, but going from just playing to just a DJ to having, drums on stage, and, I think you were talking about maybe adding this and that or whatever, but it's only made things better, I would assume, right? Energy, like...
Yeah. It definitely has made it better. And it's made it better for a different reason, though. And the reason would be I'm having more fun.
Okay.
I think before,
but then that ties into energy, though.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It's not the energy sense I was meaning.
No, it is the same sense. It's all relative. Energy is energy. So,
right.
It was a lot less fun when I had to curate the whole show myself. Mm-hmm. Nobody else's input is involved. I'm all the thoughts, all of the decision making.
It's good and bad though when you have full control, but at the same time, I mean, if you're working with the right people,
right, and that's the key.
It's good input,
and it's cool for Carolyn and Moody and Drew all to be involved in the creative process. It helps. It's draining to, and how many different things I got my hands in,
man,
and so it's draining to be like I got all the burden of all of my shit all the time.
So now you can just show up and rap and do your thing, have fun.
Yeah. And somebody else is telling me if I'm a little off or nothing. It's not just on me to to catch all of it. And so it helps. And then those are my friends too. So we just fucking kicking it, and our practices and rehearsals are fun. And the shows are fun. Trenton, we be on stage laughing, like cracking jokes with just no crowd don't know or anything. It's us, on stage. And so, and we really just be performing for ourselves a lot, obviously for the fans and the people in the crowd. But
the last time I saw you was a while back, man. Sadly, I've been caught up. You know what I'm saying? But
we out here grinding,
you did have the drummer though. Last 2 times I saw you had the drummer, and it was tight, man. It brought a good vibe, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I said, man, also a little bit more on that, man. Just last time I talked to you, you was talking about just trying to branch off from a city, man. Like it's it's a different industry now. You know what I mean? So I want to get your little 2 cents on, why, you know what I'm saying? I know the why. I just want to get in your words of like why you don't necessarily need, like back in the day, you don't need your whole city to be like pushing you off, sending you off to the world anymore. Right. You know what I mean? You can just go.
At all. I love the city. Don't get me wrong, and I've had a lot of success.
I was gonna say that as well.
I always like to preface
y'all know I support Fort Worth, to the death, man. I mean, I love the city, but it's more out there, y'all. You know
and that's what we're getting at. I'm at the point where, like I said, and this is not from an arrogant. I don't know what else I could do.
No, it's not
locally.
Arrogance.
You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to build a business. You're trying to grow.
Right.
I mean, you can't grow when you're just staying in one spot forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You've already played all the venue. How many more times can you play to the same people? How many times can you? It's fun. Yeah, this and that, but. Where's the bread at? Where's the more opportunities? Where's the It's not. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out there and get it. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's my biggest thing is a lot of people in Fort Worth hit the high little peak of it.
Yeah, and it looks good, but
there's nothing else to do after that if you don't in the city. And you'll get burnt out. I booked, honestly, we might have played like 30 shows this year, maybe like 20 shows this year. Yeah. Even like 3 times a month at times.
Yeah.
And
I noticed all that, man.
It was because I started getting paid and I wasn't getting paid before. And so I was like, in 2018, we released a lot of music.
Exactly.
I released 25 songs in 2018. 2019, I did like 30 shows. And it was to, again, get my name recognition and to prove the concept.
Yeah.
If it's a business, you want to prove the entire concept. Like, hey, 1, people do like hearing this. And then 2, they are enjoying shows and they keep coming. All right, I could prove that. How do we monetize it?
Yeah, how do you monetize? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, how do you monetize it? How do you? And it's really difficult too, man. Strategy. Like you said, you kind of hit that plateau of like, cool. It's and again, this is nothing negative, y'all, to Fort Worth or the Fort Worth Weekly or anything like that. But it's certain people that I see just stuck, and they not stuck in a bad place. But I think it personally is where every year you killing the awards, local awards, and this could go for any city, man. Really, like you're killing your awards, you winning every year. You pretty much guarantee, like you just well connected and this and that. But what's next? You know what I'm saying?
I think that's based on your goals, though. So
exactly,
there's some people that's all you want. Yeah, that's all you want. That's all you desire.
That's a good point.
Then you good. I have people tell me like rapper friends that are like, bro, you get paid to rap. I was like, yeah. I'm over here.
And
to them,
that's above their
deal.
goals. So, but you're
but
over
to
here.
me, I'm like, bro, I should be commanding more than 300 a show or whatever.
Easy,
don't
man.
put my price out there.
Easy.
Don't put my price, but hit my manager though.
I can blank that out.
No. You can leave
it. Out your price.
You can leave it. Hit my manager. You can't even reach me about that. I don't do my own booking no more. I don't do that. So call my manager.
That's what's up, man. I mean, if you want, shout that out real quick, man.
Yeah. Shout out fucking New Boys Skeleton Club. And Amy and Connor, and 2020 gonna make some different moves.
All his links and everything will be at the bottom of this video, y'all. So if y'all missed that or whatever, don't worry about it. Y'all can click on all his stuff later on.
In that same spirit, I asked them, as my new management team, which is the only way I would have taken on like a management thing, is like, hey, get me out of here.
Yeah,
if you could do it, and
so you pretty much told them, don't book me locally anymore.
I think they had the same vision too. They brought that vision to me too, and they thought I was doing too much.
Here, I mean, unless it's like
I said, people know I have proven my value. Like locally, I've proven that I can draw crowds. Right. I can bring people out, and I can put on a crazy ass show. I don't think, and I don't hold my tongue saying this, I don't think there's a rapper here that puts on a better live show than me.
No, I'd agree with you, man.
In that sense, I say like, cool. I proved the concept, business model.
I mean,
how can we do it?
We'll wait until it gets out
city?
There, and then you're gonna have some competition.
It's the only competition.
I'm welcoming it.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I'm welcoming
it. Competition.
I'll welcome
it. Y'all heard it on here, man. That's the only competition sitting at the table, apparently.
It's not competition, it's fam.
Because I'm gonna be playing drums for T. You know what I'm saying? So
since I just jumped in there like that, I got a question for you about fear. As far as what fears are there when you're trying to get out of the city? What fears do you hold as far as, if I don't do this way, I may not be able to get there?
I don't. Fear from moves
from making
don't
moves.
exist. No.
I was gonna say I don't think it'd be a fear.
Hesitation of knowing. So what being locally popular kind of taught me is that you're gonna have to assess what you're willing. Everybody likes to say like, hey, this is my goal. This is what I want to get to. And this is all the good shit that comes with it. And that's what my eye is on.
Yeah.
But even with your good shit, you got to be like, what bad shit comes with that too?
Okay, so
there's not just good shit that comes with anything. Everything comes dual-sided, negative and positive, yin and yang. So with local popularity, I realized local rappers was hating, local people felt a way about me. Motherfuckers, they smiling, but their eyes were saying a different thing.
Yeah.
That was a lesson. So if that's how it is for me being locally famous or relative, then how much greater is that? My point. So
but
do you want
times
that?
the love by a million though too.
Times the love by a million, but all of that has to be weighed into. And I'm a person who believes in like, I don't want to get too high or too low ever. So
I think that's everybody's.
So I would say no fear.
Know how mama instilled fear as far as like if you do that you're gonna get your butt beat type fear. You know what I mean?
That's all adults that don't know better.
So we all have that type of fear somewhere. But it may not be manifested in that way.
To make sure you don't.
But it kept us
stupid.
Alive. You know what I'm saying? It kept us thriving. So
it keeps you thinking.
I mean, what keeps you on your toes? I don't mean to say like you fearful, but you do got the fearless track. And the fearless track is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I kind of mean that shit, Yes. One thing, bro, we gonna die, inevitably. Everybody, 100% of the people on earth are gonna die. So it's best to come to terms with what you want and what you're gonna do for it. And fear is real, that's tricky. It's also, I mean, like I said, in fighting, I guess there's times where fear is, I could... in my head, place fear being useful at times. And shit like this is not.
Yeah, if anything, I'm thinking the opposite. I'm thinking you over here like, I mean, you branching out. There's nothing scary about it. I mean, you've already...
The balance.
In a sense,
you already done the work.
Now, let me not just say it fluff though. Counterbalance that with like belief in self should counterbalance your fear, even if there's anxiety. I think you're talking about like the uncertainty. You don't know what's next. Being that is a real feeling and an emotion, but just the fear of the future or fear what happens.
And that's what I think what you were more talking about, like the fear of the future, right? Like, man, you leaving your city. What if nothing happens? Well, you weren't happy here either, so why not? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I watch too much anime, man. I like the journey. Like, I want to go.
Yeah,
all the anime and shit you watch. Thing. They go. These motherfuckers going to go try to take over the world.
Yeah.
And, fearlessly. You kind of got to move that way if that's what you decide you want.
Exactly,
Again, back to goals.
Yeah, definitely.
Lately, I've been trying to decide if that's what I want or not. I could easily chill and start writing books and scripts
we talked
and fall
a little
back,
bit the other day about you just trying to same as me, same as everybody. I think, man, a lot of people just trying to figure out what are you trying to do before you die, man. Like, for real, and Gary Vee says it all the time. He'll tell people straight up, people, I don't know if you follow him or not, but I'm a real big follower of his, and people will run up or see him on the streets, and they'll get, like, time for one question, you know what I mean? And they're like, what? What? Tell me one thing, Gary Vee, like, if you, real quick, one thing, or just this, and he'll be like, you're gonna die, and he'll walk off.
Yeah, see, I haven't, I know who he is, and I do follow him on... I haven't touched Instagram or Facebook in so fucking long. Yeah,
I think the last post you made was saying
like because I don't fuck with this shit.
Yeah, and then you said I made it, a song about it.
Right, right. And
shout out Rob G, myself.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rob G with the engineered credentials.
That was petty. I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
but I'm so proud of his project.
I saw the homie Milky say something like that on Twitter too. He's like, man, engineers don't get no love.
Man, that's why I'm always shouting myself out.
I mean, you seen when I won the award, I was like, hey, me and Rob G put this work in on this project.
I woke up that next morning so happy that you even brought me up because you didn't have to, man.
This is what I go back to with performing with Carolyn and them. It's like it's a collaborative shit, and so ego will make you ego will tell you all the time you're doing all this shit by yourself, or it's all on you all by yourself. But if you can start to expand and be like, yo, I'm collaborating with everybody around me, y'all, the way y'all get here, just collaborate, and Kush being here, y'all get different ideas and shit.
Even this podcast, bro, I couldn't do all this by myself.
Like,
you know what I mean? So it's you always right. If you start thinking you don't need people or you lost, bro.
Yeah, we're social. Yeah, we're social people, and I mean social media.
You lost mentally, and you lost the game. Really, I mean, if you're in that state of mind. And man, when I was younger, I used to be like, my ego was stupid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Over time, I had to really chill out, man. I really was like, I'm about to be the next like rock star, man. Like I'm about to, and I really believed it to the max. You couldn't tell me no different. You know what I'm saying?
That's not. I mean, I'm not telling you not to do that.
You know me. That's what you want. I'm still doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying now it's more of a. You know, my reasoning for doing it is different. Now it's because I love music. It's because I like, it's not because I want to be a celebrity. It's because I want to impact people. Yeah. I want to, it's not anything, there's no negative coming from like, I'm going to show them or like, I want to be famous. So it's like that's what it was. Now it's like, bro, I just want to like,
I have no desire people. To be famous, bro.
I want to impact people. I do want people to know who I am in the sense of like, because I want to know like my reach. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Be respected in your field.
Yeah, respected in my field, whether it's music or whatever you do. Right. You want to be respected, you know. But then again, I still want to be able to go walk to Starbucks and get a drink and not be able to shut the place down. You know what I'm saying?
This is where, you're going to have to assess risk. And like I said, you're negative and you're positive. That's all going to have to be on the table beforehand. Exactly. And then if you come to terms with the fucking negatives that come with it and you still want to do it, then you know that's for you.
Then and for me, like I said, that's what I'm about, man. That whatever comes with it, whatever.
Right.
But
this morning, I know I got a show tonight.
Yeah.
I knew I was doing this podcast and I still was like, I need to weigh the risk of going to go fight. Like, yeah, I want to go fight because, fuck, I love fighting. And then also, like, damn, I might get my lip busted. My lip is busted.
But if I fuck my ankle up. So what? That's what that's you, though.
But I knew ahead of time. Like, this is what I'm willing to deal with today. And like, all right, let's go fight then. And then shit is cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was going to say, actually, with both of y'all, to be honest, man. Because, I mean, you know, for those who don't know, I've done a little production with Wrex. And then I'm working on all the T's production. And both of y'all rap about it's all real, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's all true stories. It's all like you always say it all the time, and you gotta, what do you always say? I mean, it's nothing you made up, but it's something you definitely live by, and you've said it a million times. You just say, I gotta basically walk it how you talk it, but that's not obviously how you worded it. But you making all these songs about meditation, and how you gonna make a song about meditation if you don't even meditate?
Right.
Like, you really do.
Right,
live the life you're rapping about. And
it's not reverse.
I respect that.
The life inspired the rap. You know, like once you start doing shit like that, then the rap starts to sound like what you're doing.
It has reversed in a good way because you yourself has said, well, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know
because it keeps me accountable.
It keeps you accountable. Right. So in a good way, it does reverse you, bro. I see what you're saying. It started off with
good point.
So you want to rap about it, but now you over here making songs. So when you start falling off, you're like, I'm over here performing tonight about meditating. When's the last time I meditated? So it's a good.
That's actually a really good point, man. Like, shit. That's super real.
So you keeping yourself like hella in check because you out here preaching to people about, you know, and I know maybe preach is not the right word, but I mean, people listening though. You got a message. You're not over here talking about rims and chains and girls. Like, people really listen to people like you. You know what I mean? And same with T. You know what I'm saying? He's out here totally different style. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying something that he's trying to convey something to you, man, and it's something that means something to him. You know. But yeah, man, like I said,
I be on stage rapping, do yoga, and then my tree pose be all fucked up, and I be like, how I'm gonna sit here? It's got a song about yoga. My tree pose ain't tight. Like, it's gotta be.
You gotta have it clutch.
You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
I've been on my yoga shit too. I've been really in a fucking solid ass, place.
Man, I'm trying to get. I told you the other day on the phone.
Get off that phone for a while. Bro. Like, all I've been doing is fucking kicking it with my kid and training. And doing yoga and writing and listening to dope ass music and really I've been riding my bike, I've been swimming, anything I can fucking do tonight.
Killing the game. I've been doing the complete opposite, y'all. I've been falling off, real talk.
Sorry.
It's stuff like this that keeps me kind of accountable.
Creating.
Today I knew people were gonna be here. I knew I needed to have things set up, this and that. It made me have a reason to, not just get up and do something, but like something I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be in those times where, like, even if it's something I want to do, I'm like, I just want to, like, curl up in bed, man, and chill. Like, I'm super depressed today, but that's because I'm not going to the gym like I should. I'm not.
Right. I'm about to do a blog about energy draining. And
I'm drained to the max, bro. But I'm getting myself up out. This past week, I can say I've kind of started to slide out of it a little bit, but every
single time my energy was drained, it was my own fault, though.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's all me. You You know what I'm saying? I mean, now, my car broke down, things like that happen. But
right. But you still got, you know, how you gonna feel is gonna be, you know, some ultimate. What am I deciding right now?
Exactly, man. That blog would be really cool, man. It like, you thinking it'd just be more like in general, or like your personal journey, or like probably a mix? I'm assuming.
What was the question?
The blog. You said you wanted to make a blog about energy draining or whatever.
Yeah, or just different topics anyway. But this specific blog I started writing, I guess yesterday morning, was about 6 different energy drains that people go through, experience every day.
If you don't mind, you gotta go get crazy.
I was about to say, I got my laptop in there. I can pull it out. I'm gonna try to do them off memory.
What is like some of the main ones? Just because I'm curious. I'm sure some of the listeners are gonna be curious too. They're probably sitting at the house.
So one is controversial, but
sitting there being lazy like me.
One is controversial, but I really like, because I like saying shit that like makes people be like, what did he just say? So I'm gonna say it. One is fucking semen retention.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you know about this. Fucking not ejaculating or busting nuts, or, you know, even if you have a girl, you have to have sex, and not letting it leave your body and recycling it back into your body is a way of like, you give away a lot of your. I mean, if you think about it, it's creating babies.
I don't see how at all that. I can see how to people, I guess, it'd be controversial. But here's the thing: is,
I mean, it's you know talking about beating their meat and shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
no. I see what you're saying, but I just want to touch on that real quick, man. It's crazy you literally brought that up, because, you know, I've been in this crazy funk for a long. You know me, bro. I'm up and down like crazy, man. You know, I got clinical depression, anxiety, all that stuff. Whatever. But my doctor told me that straight up. My doctor's like, you know, what's your sex life looking like, this and that or whatever. It's like straight up, and we're talking about it or whatever. And she's like, you got to get that done, man. Like, you don't understand how good it is for you. Like, you have to. Your body's made to do that. Like, you just getting all tensed up, this and that.
Oh, so you haven't been releasing it?
No.
So, well, that's another problem.
Because when I'm over here depressed, bro, I'm not going out, hanging out, meeting people. I don't want nobody coming over. Like, I'm by myself. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like, so I'm not out here.
I mean, in the sense that, like, beating your meat, even, like, you know, if you beat your meat and bust nuts. I mean, I'm being super direct on this.
We got to be on this one. Hey, we're being medical.
Then you're
over
like
here, y'all.
giving away like life energy, every fucking time. Like, and so in the sense that, like, I mean, if you're a hoe, and I was a hoe when I was younger, you know, and I'm fucking I'm always chasing girls or trying to, like, man, like, you know, it's a badge of honor. Like, I slept with 3 girls in a week, you know what I'm saying? I'm cold.
Same here. I had my number.
I'm tired as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm over here, you know, I put in, like, me and my boys used to laugh and be on the phone, like, I gave her 2-3 rounds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put in rounds, you know? Yeah. And that's like a badge, y'all know, so it's like a badge of, like,
I got a question real quick, man.
Then I'm tired the whole day.
So you're saying you just gotta find that balance, bro. You can't be going crazy with it, but you're...
Bro, I'm not even joking. I'm like celibate at the moment. I'm like abstinent. I do not have sex. I do not fucking jack off. If I do, I like cycle it back into my body. I do not ejaculate is my thing right now.
I don't either right now. But my doctor is saying I need to every now and again because of my
after
tension.
Like 30 days, you should do something. Yeah, for sure. But don't.
Like I said, I'm over here.
These are real man tips. If y'all listening.
No, I was about to flip the script. Real quick. I was gonna say, what about females? Do you think? Is like anything attached to that?
I got to do research for them because, like, for us, they do secrete the juice for it. For us, it's like we're like definitely the ones giving away something more than anything. Like, as far as like,
that, I guess,
because that's the creation energy of it. Another one of those blogs I was writing about.
That's a king's responsibility. I think that's worth doing some research on, though, with the females as well too. I'm curious myself, but as far as for me, like, I mean, she wasn't over here saying you need to bust a bunch of nuts, bro. She was saying like every now and again you got to, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm over here straight up like,
or your body knows,
man. Like, what do I do, man? I just grind. And I don't mean that in a cocky sense. I'm saying, like, dude, I'm either extremely depressed, curling up in a ball, wanting to cry on my couch, or I'm grinding. Like, when's the last time I told you, I'm going to go out to this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that?
You definitely got to enjoy yourself more, bro.
See, I know. That's the thing. I need to start living
honestly,
a little more. But
not even a little more. Fuck almost everything else for a while and just be on that, bro. Like, I started riding this is one of the easiest things. I started riding my bike on the Trinity.
Okay, yeah.
Bro. You talk about that's the most free hour of my whole, like, there's nothing like it. Like, you remember when we were kids, all we did was ride bikes. You know what I'm saying? You on a bike.
I need to get a bike.
And we made life way too complicated. This shit made life complicated. Shit ain't that complicated. Go do that for an hour. You know, go rent a bike. You can rent them up there for like $8 a day or something. It's too much, but rent a bike or go rollerblade or run or just go do some shit and be outside.
I used to longboard all the time, and then I just stopped. My boys right here. The water. Ain't nothing stopping me. I live around a bunch of hills.
Right.
I just and I used to love it, man. You know, I wouldn't take my phone with me. You know what I'm saying? I would just go cruise around, but.
Hawaii put me back in that mode.
That's
Hawaii
what I was about to ask you about next. I was going to ask you about your trip because you came back with a whole new attitude, man.
Right, yeah. I could give a fuck about a lot of the shit I was giving a fuck about prior to, and it's because I couldn't remove myself from it. You know, shit was so real when I was here all the time, and then when I was there, it was like all these people care. You know, their day was
about climb totally different stuff, fucking, right? Yeah,
they're
not caring about any stuff.
And they were so much calmer than us, and their energy was so much different. Yeah, I mean, they live a different life, you know. And I learned a lot about the culture, but even more than that, all we wanted to do when we were there, you know, despite whatever substance I was taking, but all we wanted to do was be on the beach or fucking be on mountains or climbing or something, and it was just like, what do we be thinking about when we be back home? This. You know what I'm saying? I'd be sitting at the house watching TV and shit, and it's like, same shit, though. I can ride my bike on the Trinity. I could go... I could go do shit, and I'd be sitting, and so now I just do shit all the time, bro. Like,
I mean, what, you think they're busting a bunch of nuts up out there? Whatever. I mean,
we're in Hawaii.
I would think so. I would think so if they're out there living that life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but it's not even like our shit is way more like
ridiculous.
They're culturally not. They still preserve their culture.
Yeah.
I was with native Hawaiians. I wasn't with like Americans.
See, I've been to Hawaii like twice, country, and I pretty much was in America still, man. I was a tourist. You know what I'm saying? I stayed. Luckily, my dad is ex-military, so we get a discount at this. It's like a military hotel, basically, and it's super like. Ain't nobody there dressed in military or anything, but it's something like that or whatever, to where everyone there is somehow tied to the military. But it's definitely.
I mean, there's whole communities in Hawaii, in Honolulu,
luxurious
for sure.
And stuff. Yeah. But it's like all military. You around all Americans, man. You know, except for the people that work there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you're there.
And so I don't know what it's like to really be on the islands and stuff like that.
Right.
You know
we had a native Hawaiian family almost take us in a way.
Really? And was that set up, or did y'all just make that happen?
Yeah. My cousin's on Broadway, you know. And so one of the girls who played Jasmine, she's from Hawaii, and her whole family. Man. She told it. They set it up for us, and
come on, right?
They treated us like real.
Next time you go, let your boy.
Shout out Miss Timmy, by the way, because Miss Timmy is my favorite. Timmy is one of my favorite people right there.
Hey, I'd like to come hang out for if you have.
Hey, I'm going back every year for the rest of my life.
Really?
For sure. Well, my daughter is coming with me next year.
Let me ride with you one of these years, man.
Let me know. I'm probably getting a big ass house.
Or fly with you, I should say.
So even when I came back, you talk about grinding. I was more relaxed, and then two, I did want to grind so I could do shit like that all the time. Yeah. I want to see that all the time. I want to there's more to the world than sitting here in Fort Worth.
Going to work, come on.
And even again, back to basic level shit like chasing hoes or trying to be the man or fake ass shit like that. None of that shit really is important. The shit that's important is like, are you enjoying this shit while you're here? Because back to, you gonna die.
Exactly.
Am I gonna die every day? It was like, I was sitting in my house worried about how to come up in the rap game, or was I, riding my bike and fucking training and laughing with people and cracking jokes? I'm not going out like that. I'm not falling for this like
exactly, man.
And I'm a hippie too, so I'm not falling for this like, it's all about grinding, because I get it.
See, I fall into that, man. I'm like, I gotta grind. It's the trap of hip hop culture. If I don't grind, I'm gonna fall back behind, and when I'm sleeping, it's somebody else like still going, like, because I'm trying to write a book, I'm trying to run this podcast, I'm trying to run my studio, I'm trying to still create my own music.
That's a lot, bro.
It's too much, man. It's too much, bro. It's too much.
It's a lot.
It's a reason why my book has been on chapter 3 for like a year and a half,
bro.
And every time I do sit down to write, I throw it all away because I'm not happy with it, man. So I realized, you know what, man? Like, just put the book down until maybe a year, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But until I can really get some time to sit down and really, and this could go to whatever. For me, I'm talking about a book, but whatever you're talking about doing, like, I can't be doing all of this, man. And so now I'm just trying to do this podcast, and that's because I enjoy conversation. I'd be doing this anyways. The fact that we're recording it is just because why not? But
man, it's content.
I just like conversation, man. So this is dope to me. This is good for me. I'm always trying to pick people's brains, trying to learn all this or that.
Right. One step, bro. Like one thing at a time, if you can.
That's what I'm trying to learn, man. It's just too much going on. But yeah, like I said, I definitely, all the stuff you're telling me, it's hitting me deep. It's just crazy timing. If you would have called me a couple months ago, it would have been different. But right now, I'm like hella low. You know what I'm saying? But
bro, everybody got valleys. Ain't nobody always up.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm never always up, or I'm not always up. I did find, like I said, there is a fucking cool little middle ground I'm finding. The older I get,
that's what I want to find, because I know people who
you can't be expected.
Coasting.
You can't expect to always be happy. And once you lose that expectation, like I should be happy all the time, because that's not realistic. Happy is a fleeting fucking emotion, and this thing could give you happiness. This thing could give you happiness, but fucking peace and fucking like awareness and that type of shit. That's what gets like. I get excited about like learning new things and being and so you know.
Do you read much?
All the time. I'm on
like books, or are you just on
books?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know people that just read a ton of articles online. I know people that read ebooks.
I like to hear like a whole thought.
When I read, I actually need to have the physical book to read, and I'm not reading as much as I used to. But
audiobooks,
I got
reading books,
the audiobooks too as well.
All of it. Like I'm like addicted to learning new shit. Last book I finished was King's Warrior Magician Lover.
Okay.
It's like the idea that most people, the majority of men, have like a undeveloped psyche. Their psyche is still a boy's psyche and not a man's psyche. Like the psychology of your thought process still, because nobody taught you.
I'm gonna fall into some of that.
Right. You know how nobody taught you how to be like, now that you're no longer a boy and you become a man, like how does your mentality need to switch? Your psychologically, how does your mind need to change at this time?
After this episode, I'll get that information from you. Hey, Shaniece, can you pass me the book up there that says, what is that top one? Yeah, can you hand me that, please?
Oh, yeah.
So this is what I've been dipping into, man. Trauma and recovery.
What's that about?
Pretty much, I'm just now in chapter 1, but apparently from my research on it, man, it's just kind of telling you how much your past actually impacts you, even stuff you may not even remember, stuff from when you're super young, whatever, or even, stuff happening. Your brain will like literally like block stuff from you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Without you even noticing
memories.
it.
Yeah, repressed memories. Yeah,
and so this is just from, like I said, I'm just starting it. But for me, it's like, my mom is my main like root of a lot of things, when I was younger, my mom literally was there one day and I came home from school and she was literally gone the next, and I've never seen her for like 15 or 16 or 17 or 18. See, I lost count years, and but I just like shut that down as a kid and just kept on going. And over the years, I just started also seeing a psychiatrist like 2 or 3 months ago, and like I'm talking to her about this and this and that, and then I'll talk about my mom and she's like, all right, hold up. We need to talk about that. You know what I mean? Not that that's everything, but like, and again, from even just the first chapter, there's people going through way more crazy stuff than their mom leaving them. Like, even in this first chapter, I mean, a lot of like PTSD and trauma, but like that shit is trauma to me, bro.
Shit people go through. It's cold blooded out here.
Again, I don't know. I don't want to like completely recommend the book yet because I haven't finished it. But I mean, it's called Trauma and Recovery, man. It's by Judith Herman. It's so far I just dipped in chapter 2, man. It's helping me. I mean, but again, I actually had some things happen, but who hasn't? I guess really. I mean, who's to say? It's not a comparison type of situation. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
You should read after this. You should read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get all this information when we get
right. I'm gonna give you a whole list.
Sure. And I'm gonna get on it, man. I'm gonna get on it. Let's see. What you thinking, man? We're gonna probably wrap it up in like 5 minutes or something like that. I already asked everything I did. I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it simple today.
Keep it real simple. You know what I mean? And let's kind of dive back into the music before we get up out of here. I mean, music. What I like to ask is, you was born in '89, so I can ask you, what is your favorite music from either the '90s or the '80s? If you had to choose, who is your favorite artist from back then / band, group, anybody who is most influential today? You know what I mean?
I'm born in '89 too, so
right.
And I know we got one favorite in play, but
man, shit.
I don't think
in the
that
'90s,
answers the question though. Yeah.
You can choose.
Yeah, at night. I mean, it's too many people, man. My whole style is influenced off older MCs. Like, I mean, KRS-One, Guru, Hove, Nas, Lupe. You know, and Lupe's in 2000s, really.
Yeah, that's what I was speaking about was Lupe. I know we share that
for sure.
Bond, like heavy.
UGK, Scarface, anybody. Really, anybody who was always like on some the whole '90s era, you got everything was quality.
Everything
you know what
was
I'm saying?
so dope. Everything. It depended what kind of
So-
mood you were in, really. For
So
me,
those are the
you
people
know what I'm saying?
It's
I
not-
probably
it's not the
connected
same
with most.
now.
You know, Outkast is probably my favorite.
I was literally
Yeah.
about to bring up Outkast, not just because I was gonna put him on the list, but I was gonna say I read something about your show tonight about where you're doing something
Tomorrow,
with
next
Outkast?
week, next Saturday.
What's
Yeah,
up
yeah.
with that? And then we can end it on that, man. What's up? Are you doing like a cover or like you sampling some of their stuff or what?
No, we're covering their whole, not their whole catalog, but like their top 10.
Oh, really? I'm
Next
gonna have to
Saturday
go to that, man.
at the Rock Assembly is what it's called. And so all the
Okay.
it's other bands there, and they're all covering their favorite band. And then they asked me to do it, and at first we were gonna do Tupac, and I wanted to like add Drew, and so we're gonna do Outkast.
man.
So yeah,
Okay, and you already got the Andre voice.
it's gonna be fun. I met
that's
a
gonna be
gypsy
crazy.
and she hit me to some mind game. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's really all I had, man. Like I said, I
Alright.
wanted to keep it short today, man. I know you got a show tonight.
Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm just gonna watch
You got
some
me
anime
over
and
here
chill.
wanting to dive into meditate, go to
Go
the
ahead.
gym, go
I got-
skate, go
oh, yeah.
ride my longboard or something. I
All
can't
that.
just be sitting up in here
Bro.
in the studio all day. But
Probably not.
We had to get you back, and we appreciate you joining Unfriended.
Yeah,
joining
already.
Klarity,
Already.
Real talk.
you know?
Yeah.
Let me just give you a shout out real quick and then I'll let you go,
Do your
man. So again, man, these are only two of the hats, man. They got some really dope stuff. They got stuff for women too. Like 2 or 3 days ago, they launched stuff for kids. Everything's done in Fort Worth, man. Like the hats are from Fort Worth. The person who sews the patches on is in Fort Worth. The person that created the logos is in Fort Worth. The people that own the company, it's a couple that live in Fort Worth native. So it's Panther City to the max, really, on this company, man. But again, just go to their website. It is panthercityhatco.com. It's panthercityhatco.com, and just put Unfriended in all caps on checkout for 15% off, man. Their handles are Panther City Hat Company on Instagram and Facebook. And a shout out to Klarity Music Group for the production of this podcast. And you can check them out on Facebook and Instagram as well. It's Klarity with a K. It's Klarity Music Group. And then if you want to shout your stuff out, you don't have to. If you don't want to, I'm going to put all the links down below. Come on in, man. We finishing up.
Hey, what's up, man? What's good with it?
What's good, y'all?
Oh, am I
Y'all
plugging?
over here.
Am I plugging stuff?
You don't have to.
Yeah,
I'll put it at the
yeah,
bottom.
yeah,
We
yeah.
go ahead and cut it.
Yep.
But yeah, hey, thanks for coming on, man.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you.